Everyone. Wish you a very happy weekend. As we all know that this weekend the news has been about France and the so-called terrorist attacks based out of a certain belief or so-called people who have believed in a certain aspect of the religion. Uh, I don't want to demean any religion or any followers, but I mean the situation in France points out to the extreme uh, deep consequences of how immigration in Europe is causing some serious trouble. I mean, Europe for the last 5 years, especially immigrants coming in from war-ravaged countries like Syria, Afghanistan, even Pakistan and Iran, Iraq, Yemen, and other economic migrants as well who have come in from certain other countries have changed the demographics to a big extent in many countries. And France, which had always the motto of liberty, equality, and fraternity, is actually facing some serious backlash because I mean the French cultural values of freedom of speech is directly clashing with the so-called beliefs based out of religion because religion is a very sensitive issue and magazines like Charlie Hebdo, which has published objectionable cartoons of certain religion, and it has done it even before, definitely provokes certain kind of actions, but without justifying the actions of killing people, which in itself cannot be appreciated, supported, and should be vehemently condemned. Doesn't really solve the problem because I think the time is now for the French government to really take steps, and it's not just about the French government, it's about for England and the countries in Europe, especially the Western European countries. But immigration has happened to a large extent to really find out the root cause of the problem, and that is immigration. So immigration cannot be criminalized in an archaic manner because countries need qualified immigrants to grow. One country needs skilled labor, but we need to have a proper background check, and in the sense that the government need to have a check. I mean, coming from India, it may not really suit to speak about European countries, but the situation in Europe is definitely very, very scary, and I think the colonial backlash in terms of immigration happening from most of the past colonies of these countries which had colonized many other nations is really hurting them. And I think the incidents in France which has happened over this weekend, the beheading in Paris, Charlie Hebdo incident in 2015, then the Bastille attacks which happened in Nice, then again this, I mean, past 2 days, there have been attacks in the church in Nice and as well as the one yesterday which happened in Lyon over the certain church priest being attacked. Really points out that the issues in the world right now, apart from ethnic conflict, is also about the clash of the civilization. And I think Europe is at the crosses of that because Europe is surrounded by the Arab countries and as well as the North Africa and Southern Africa. So there is a problem of economic immigration coming in, and as well as the problem of the so-called believers of a certain religion, which may not really go with the values of what Europe tries to project. So I think it's really scary for them, and time now to take some certain strict steps. And I think it's a time which is going to be really, really challenging for Europe to come forward, alter its policies on immigration, take some hard steps, and make sure that the immigrants are let into Europe who actually believe in the principles of freedom of speech and follows the norms of so-called society standards there. And otherwise, I mean, if you can't really integrate, we all know that the next decade will be really, really very hard for the European countries to really survive based on the amount of immigration that's happening there. Take care, guys, and see you soon.